Timor-Leste is a newly established country in Southeast Asia with a population of about 1,100,000 in year 2010. From the 16th century until 1975, Timor-Leste was a Portuguese colony. This has created a unique influence in the culture, language, religion and ways of life of the Timorese people. After a long period of conflict, Timor-Leste became an independent nation in May 2002. Although showing signs of economic growth, the country's economy remains largely underdeveloped with primary economic activity being subsistence agriculture. As a developing country, the young nation of Timor-Leste faces enormous challenges relating to its unique historic, cultural, demographic, economic and social realities. Experts suggest that many of the development challenges in Timor-Leste create specific vulnerability in the context of HIV/AIDS. This is especially true among the local communities of men who have sex with men or MSMs and transgender persons who are still facing a high level of stigma and discrimination, as well as reports of gender-based violence. Although overall, Timor-Leste is a low HIV prevalence country with less than 0.2% of the adult population estimated to be HIV positive, there are already signs of a low-level epidemic among Timor-Leste's men who have sex with men, with an estimated prevalence of 3% in 2003. It is believed that the majority of MSMs and transgender persons in the country are still not adequately equipped with the knowledge and relevant life skills to manage HIV risk in an increasingly challenging environment. Despite all their existing adversities, the people of Timor-Leste are optimistic and are believed to be moving forward in response to their challenges. In 2010, a group of MSMTG community leaders from Timor-Leste established ties with other CBOs and networks from Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines. They worked together to propose a regional community systems strengthening grant to the Global Fund, which was approved as the ASEAN HEVOS program in October 2011 under Global Fund Round 10. The ASEAN HEVOS program is a multi-country program for strengthening community systems to reduce vulnerability to an impact of HIV infection on males having sex with males and transgenders in the islands of Southeast Asia. The program aims to reduce the vulnerability to an impact of MSM and TG to HIV infection in the region. This 5-year, $11 million regional program is now on its second phase of implementation. The ASEAN HEVOS program aims to strengthen local MSM and TG community members and organizations through a. Capacity building training at regional and national level. b. Provision of technical assistance to country partners and CBOs. c. Supporting the formation of regional and national MSM and TG network. In Timor-Leste, the ASEAN HEVOS program was formally launched in October 2012 when the ASEAN HEVOS satellite office located in Dili was opened. A staff of 7 provided continuous capacity building, outreach services and technical support to the local MSM and TG communities, not only in the big cities like Bokau and Dili, but also in the majority of the country's 13 districts as well. The IHP team in Timor-Leste has to contend with several challenges but were able to carry on with their tasks, with the support of the PR and SR of the program. Because of the ground-level work of the IHP team in Timor-Leste and with the cooperation of the local MSM and TG communities and other stakeholders, 9 MSM and TG-focused community-based organizations or CBOs were established in 7 districts including VKK, Bokau, Ilayu, Suai, Maliana, Okusi, Dili. These organizations are mostly composed of young MSM and TGs. They participated in the program's trainings, meetings and other activities. The Codiva National Network was established, called Coalition for Diversity in Action. Codiva is the first network in Timor-Leste, composed of MSM-TG CBOs from the various districts. Codiva was granted formal recognition by FONGTL or the NGO Forum of Timor on May 2015. Codiva now has its own bank account after the official registration. It is also actively participating at the regional level activities of ISEAN, the regional network of networks for men's health. During this period, 637 MSM and TG community members were reached through peer education and outreach. They were provided basic information on HIV/AIDS and introduced to the other activities of the program. In addition, they were also supported to access the services being provided for HIV/AIDS by the government, the local Global Fund Project and other local NGOs. Almost 700 community members were reached through the ASEAN ICT website, which provided an online learning platform for HIV/AIDS. Around 185 local Timorese participated in IHP's capacity building trainings, including trainings on leadership, advocacy, program and finance management, networking and monitoring and evaluation. 417 joined the consultation meetings and discussions on topics such as HIV and the media, LGBT and the law, among other topics. The IHP team in Timor-Leste also joined and participated in key activities organized by the Ministry of Health, the National AIDS Council, CCM and other local partner organizations like Fundação Timor Hari and Estrela Plus. Through the support of the Stop AIDS Now Fund, an internet cafe was set up to provide ICT training and enhanced access to HIV/AIDS information to the community. Several community center activities were also conducted, including learning sessions on the English language, computer skills building, sports events. The IHP Timor-Leste office also co-hosted mass campaigns for HIV/AIDS prevention, including the local World AIDS Day and Idaho celebrations. It has also organized fundraising activities for NGO beneficiaries such as the Rest Home for PLHIVs. A Facebook social media group and an ASEAN Link website were also established to be able to access the community better. As the IHP Timor-Leste team and their partner CBOs become more established as the Codiva network, there is a renewed commitment to continue the work of providing community systems strengthening and capacity building towards an enhanced HIV/AIDS response that is truly community involved and community led. In Phase 2 of the IHP, plans are being forged to implement a series of livelihood training programs for transgenders. A university scholarship program will also be started. Codiva will be working with local groups such as the Provedor for Human Rights and Justice and the UN High Commission for Human Rights in Timor-Leste. The latter aims to establish a network of community response centers to document and report incidences of violence, stigma and discrimination against local MSM and TG communities. Plans are also on the way to establish a community learning and resource center to be complemented by an enhanced community volunteer program to promote respect for diversity. With the renewed commitment and motivation of the members, volunteers and partners of Codiva Network, Timor-Leste is looking forward to significantly contributing to the country's national strategic plan. It will help establish the enabling social environments and community support structures required to achieve an effective HIV/AIDS response. Not only for the current generation, but also for the next generations to come.